Hello, and welcome to SmokeDrinkRelax.com's Intermediate Cigar Series. Today, I'm going to talk to you about seasoning a humidor. And what do I mean by seasoning a humidor? I mean creating an environment inside your humidor, and this is the humidor we're going to be using, that is the correct environment for your cigars. It's got the right humidity level that will keep your cigars fresh, won't keep them too damp, and won't keep them too dry. What do you need for this? You need a bottle of distilled water. And I'm going to say it again, distilled water. Why distilled water? Because spring water or tap water or mineral water is going to have minerals and calcium and other things in it that can cause mold inside your humidor. It's going to create a bad environment for your cigars, and it's just something that you don't want. So I cannot stress it enough that it must be distilled water. And I just bought this bottle of distilled water for 99 cents, and you can see it's a huge bottle. You also are going to need sponges, dye-free, odor-free, soap-free, detergent-free. You want no-frill sponges. All you want is the sponge. You're going to want a shot glass, and you'll see why at the end. I know that sounds sort of weird, but at the end, like I said, you'll see why you're going to need a shot glass. And the last thing you're going to need is your hygrometer, already calibrated, and we have a video that's up on our website and on YouTube describing how to calibrate a humidor. Calibrate a hygrometer. You don't calibrate a humidor. So as you can see inside, I've actually used this one before, so it has some Velcro so that the hygrometer can stick. But other than that, it's an empty box and a dried out box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sponge and I'm going to pour water on the sponge. I'm not going to pour water directly into the humidor because that can create a mold problem. So I'm going to put water on the sponge, and I'm going to take the sponge and I'm going to wet the humidor any place that there is exposed wood. And when I mean any place that there's exposed wood, not only the bottom, but believe it or not, the sides of the humidor, it's exposed wood. The base of the humidor, right in here. Even the top, both the outside and the inside. And all I'm going to do is make sure that every little piece of wood that I can see that is exposed is wet. Not sopping wet, but wet. So I'm going to continue doing this. If you need to put some more water on the sponge, that is okay. Doesn't seem to be an issue with me right now, so I'm going to continue using the sponge, wetting all of the exposed wood. And if you get the metal hinges wet a little, don't worry about it, that's okay. Alright, I'm almost finished. And depending how big your humidor is, it could take longer. And you may need to do this several times. So I'm just going to do it once. Alright, so it appears that I have all of the exposed wood I got wet. Alright. Oh, I missed a spot. Sorry, everyone. It's taking a little longer than I thought it was going to. But I want you guys to see what I'm talking about when this is finished. The corners sometimes can be a little tricky. Alright, doing the outside just one more time to make sure I got it all. Now that it's finished, it looks like this. It looks like wet wood. Now, I'd put the hygrometer back in here to make sure that I know what the humidity level is going to be like. And why do I have the shot glass? Well, you can use the sponge, but I like to use a shot glass. And what I actually do is I take the shot glass, I fill it with water, and all I do is I just put the shot glass into the humidor and I close it up. And I let it sit there overnight. And the next day I would come, look at it, and see how much water is left in the shot glass. And if I need to refill it, I'll refill the shot glass. If the shot glass is holding pretty steady, I'll wait another day. Give it a couple days to let the humidor sort of find its equilibrium. The perfect humidity is what you're looking for is 70% humidity. And when it finds that for a couple days, your humidor is ready, and you can start putting your cigars into your humidor to enjoy them later on. Well, that concludes this video. Until next time, smoke, drink, and relax.